Washington's National Cathedral holds a multi-faith service in honor of the estimated 1.5 million Armenians killed 100 years ago. Thousands joined Armenia's president, Vice President Joe Biden, members of Congress, and leaders of the Armenian Church. The prayer service is part of a series of events honoring those killed by the Ottoman Turks from 1915 to 1923. Earlier this year, Pope Francis referred to the mass killings as the first genocide of the 20th century. Joining us is Ninar Keyrouz with In Defense of Christians. Its mission is to raise awareness about Christian persecution in the Middle East. So, Ninar, how is your group supporting efforts to recognize the massacre as a genocide?
Hello, Wyatt. Well, first of all, thank you for having us again on your show. What we are doing is, especially lately and recently, we've issued many statements and press releases condemning the genocide, and we're working closely with many organizations such as ANCA, the Armenian National Committee of America, supporting them in their efforts because we believe this should be world recognized as a genocide, and because this is part of our mission working on raising awareness for the Christians of the Middle East, whether through advocacy, awareness, or charities. So the Armenians and the tragedy that happened 100 years ago to them, to the Assyrians, and to the Greeks, this is all part of our mission, part of our work. So we're very supportive of them, and we're very supportive of this cause. Just today also, our president, Tawfiq Baklini, and our senior advisor met with the Catholicos, His Holiness Catholicos Aram I, who's here for the National Centennial, and they discussed all of this as Armenians are still in danger, like in cities like Aleppo in Syria.
Sure, and a number of countries have come out calling it a genocide, in particular what happened to the Armenians. Why is it so important that the United States, that the U.S. uses that term, calls it a genocide?
Well, first of all, because the United States is a leading superpower, and there are other countries that are still shy. So with the United States recognizing it as a genocide, it will impact the other countries. It will follow. But also because I would want to mention the recent attacks and threats happening to the USA, so and in the United States. So it is very important to correct the history and the past mistakes so that they don't repeat themselves today.
Sure. You know, we mentioned Pope Francis recently called the Armenian genocide the first genocide of the 20th century. You had mentioned Aleppo. Is there a connection to what's going on right now with Christians in the Middle East and what happened then?
Definitely. It's ongoing. This genocide 100 years ago killed 1.5 million Armenians, 750,000 Assyrians, and 500,000 Greeks. And today it is ongoing, specifically targeting Assyrian, Syriacs, Chaldeans in Syria and Iraq by the hands of ISIS. This is an ongoing genocide against the Christians in the Middle East, and you see definitely the relation.
Okay, very good. Well, it's a good reason to pray and to join Pope Francis in prayer for all the Christians in the Middle East. Ninar Keyrouz with In Defense of Christians, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you, Wyatt.